Hello everybody, my name is Fluffless Formulations. Welcome back to more Viscera cleanup detail. I realized just a moment ago that my brother is at work. I knew he was at work, but I guess it fully sunk in for me that it is only 9 p.m. right now. He's not even going to be home until after midnight. And I don't have class until late morning tomorrow. So I think one of the better ways to pass the time would be with some more Viscera cleanup detail. Hopefully you guys agree. I find this game quite relaxing, especially when there's nothing going on. I tried playing some Dead Space. I recorded another episode of that. And having done that, having done the Dead Space stuff, I have, well, let's see. I have... What have I done? Nothing, essentially. That's what I've done. Literally nothing. Here I am trying to come up with a witty response, and I've literally done nothing. Except perhaps watch some YouTube. Whoa. I got a random Windows notification saying, hey, your media player is closed. In case you didn't know that. Next, Windows 10. Never let me down. My god, these buckets are just not lasting at all, are they? Also, I realize the error of my ways of starting this far away from not only the buckets, but from the furnace, because I am tracking blood everywhere. Look at all this perfectly good floor that I've just gone and gucked back up. Are you serious? Nothing but making a larger mess for myself this way. So I guess we'll start in this corner and get back to mopping. Not really much else we can do in a situation such as this. But yeah, so I played some more Dead Space. That is quite a fun game. Quite a fun game. Times like this that you wonder how some of these very great games slip under your nose sometimes. Because sometimes we're just busy, we have other things going on, or we're playing other games. We're busy mopping, we have work to do for, what is the name of the agency for Viscera Cleanup Detail? I don't know. But we're busy mopping for our company, so, you know, you gotta kind of get your priorities straight. Not that necessarily playing Viscera Cleanup Detail is any more noble than any other game you might be playing, but you just have to make sure you get your work done. Oh, I'm just going and making a larger mess. So this is what I should have been doing. I think that's my last dip in that bucket. At least now it's a clean walk, unlike last time when I was being an idiot. It's now a clean walk from here to, oh no. But yes, at least it's clean. That's what I was attempting to say. It's clean now. We're not walking in our own blood, or bloody footprints, should I say. And we're able to just get to work. Just focus on the task at hand, which is cleaning up the Vern, was it? I believe its name was the Vern. But yes, now we get to just focus on cleaning up the Vern. With hopefully little to no other distractions. Also, I realize I've stacked these buckets improperly. The dirtiest bucket's on the bottom, which means it's going to be used last, which is not what I want. It's not what I expect from my buckets. I expect them to be clean until I have dirtied them. It's going to be Bit troubling, isn't it? With all these boxes in the way. No matter, I'll just use them as a way to avoid getting blood on my shoes. Look at how much more effective this way of cleaning is. Might as well get the walls while we're at it. We are, in fact, oh, I got maybe 1 or 2 more strikes out of that bucket, it looks like. But look at how much more effective this way of cleaning is. It's working magnificent, if I do say so myself. And look, I'm not tracking blood everywhere. I don't think that necessarily the way I was going about cleaning couldn't have worked. It was just probably the most ineffective way you could possibly go about mopping this floor. I always hate when you just barely step in the blood, just enough that it muddies your shoes. Because it didn't need to happen that way. You could have just gone on with your day without bloodying up your shoes, but you had to take that extra step. You just had to. Look at how much progress we've made. Look at how far back. Look at how far back here we've come in even such a short time. I think we're making great progress. Also, I realize now that I didn't look at the time when I started the recording, so hopefully this video doesn't run too terribly long or too terribly short. Hopefully it is a balanced video. Oh my gosh, why can't I grab these? I can't seem to catch these anymore. I don't know what I've done differently, but ugh. I don't even understand what I'm doing differently in attempting to catch these body parts. Also, I didn't see that one. I don't think I'm aware where that one came from. Get it all cleaned up. We'll get another stack of buckets prepared, because we are on our last bucket as it stands right now in that hallway. So we shall prepare more buckets. Careful not to spill the bucket that I have. Ooh. That's pretty messy right there. Let's get that all cleaned up nicely. You know, this wouldn't be so bad, you guys, if you didn't have to bleed everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's always blood. Ugh. Blue blood is the worst. You just can't see it. It's just so hard to see. Can't even tell when the bucket's bloody. Just a bad color for blood. Not when it's in such dense patches, but every other time. Well, that bucket's destroyed. See, you can't even tell when the buckets are necessarily wrecked. I mean, you can in the proper light, but it's not what we're talking about. And in an effort to save time, I'm not going to bring the buckets back until they're all dirty. I think that might be a decent way to go about our cleaning here today, go about our work. Try to bring back all the buckets at once instead of our weird one at a time trying to keep a stack. Because in the long run you have the same amount of water, whether you waited a moment or not. It's the same amount of water that you're bringing back and forth. Well, it's another destroyed bucket. God, I hate the blue. So why is this open? I already installed this. I did. Okay, so close it. Get it out of my way. Okay, I thought I was going to spill that bucket. I was getting scared. carefully stack the buckets, and we'll bring down our third bucket. I wonder if have I gotten everything? Okay, I didn't get everything in that corner. We'll deal with the walls later. For now, we need to focus on the floor, because that's the bit we're walking on, and that's the bit that tracks. Don't track blood up the walls, unless you're Spider-Man, of course, in which case, why are you mopping? But you have better things to do. This is quite a slow job with all this blue blood. You just can't see it well enough to be accurate, to know exactly when you're done. That's why I like red blood more. It's much easier to work with red blood. So, this may sound harsh, but I wish more humans had died. At least then I could see their blood and know what I'm working on. But no matter. It must be done one way or another. Gotta clean it. That's why they're paying me for it, because I'm good at my job. Go burn up those nasty, gross blue buckets. And we will arrive with a set of fresh, new buckets. Some of my favorite parts of the job is grabbing new buckets. There's something kind of satisfying about knowing that everything you're grabbing is fresh and clean, except for this. Now I got it. What changed? I don't understand what changed. But yeah, there's some satisfaction in buckets. Something I very much enjoy about grabbing buckets and knowing that it's time to mop. I guess part of it it's just that, like, I understand that I'm almost done when it's time to grab buckets. When you're just grabbing buckets, that means you're just mopping, at least an area. So that means you're getting close to at least a part of your job. Close to finished. Close to your off time. Didn't I just say I wasn't going to work on the walls yet? I did. Ugh. It's going and making more of a mess. Where have I gotten green or blue blood on my feet from? Corner. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't hardly tell, unless it's right in the light, that that's a dirty bucket. There we go. And now I believe we are safe to begin working on the walls. Come on, and weld in a moment. Oh, there's soot on. I forgot that I went a little bit crazy with the welder. That was my bad. It's actually adding quite a lot more work for me to do. The fact that I went crazy with the welding gun. But it did save on trips to the bin dispenser. So it wasn't all bad. So just shadows. Those are just shadows, okay. Okay. As far as I can tell, I believe we are cleaned up. At least in this room. We're not welded, but I believe we're clean. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Anything besides the usual grime that comes in these kind of places. We do have this. Something we do need to mop up. I must say, this man's mop is very, very nice. It just kind of gets it done. Wish I had a mop like this in real life. Anyways, here comes the really loud welding. Before I get too into my welding, I'm gonna move these buckets out into the hall, that one being clean and this one being dirty. I don't want to get too into the welding and then knock over a dirty bucket. So that would mean all the progress in this room just went away. I thought I saw, there it is. Well, oh, here's one. I will say that using the welder is very much an exercise of your rhythm, because you do kind of have to keep like a mental count in your mind of exactly how long you've been welding. Times like this that I'm glad I can just imagine a beat in my mind when I do this. Instead of having to count, I can just imagine like a drum beat. And for me, that helps me time it just as much as anything else would. That up there it is. I'm going to say I swore there were a couple more welds over here. Have to give it a once over. There are any in the ceiling. All of our crates are going to go in here. It's good information. Is that a weld? It's not a weld, I'm just seeing things. Just give it a once over with a light. Make sure I didn't miss any welds, any big obvious welds. Like that one. It's probably why you're supposed to weld with a light. So you don't miss that kind of stuff. That was quite an obvious weld, too. Don't know how I missed that.